Hey everybody, Tony here with MusicGuyOnline.com, and I've got your 3-minute mix fix video tutorial of the week. And today I'm going to teach you how to make your bass sound a little less ho-hum, a little more interesting. You know, the problem is a lot of us record our bass straight in, which is perfectly fine, but you know, that tends to be a little lackluster sometimes. You know, even if we mic a bass guitar amp or something like that, or, you know, even EQ a little bit, before we go in and start recording, we're still not going to get the most interesting of tones. We just still have that one tone, and that's what we have to work with. Case in point, right here, I have an example of this bass track on this demo I've been working on. I recorded this straight in. I just added a compressor to it. That's all I've done to it. No other processing going on here. I explained about compressing your bass in an earlier video. It can go a very long way in getting a more consistent tone. You can check that video out in the description. I'll put a link to it, but you can listen to it right here. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you know, it's fine. It's the low end, you know. It's where people can keep reference to where they are in the song. That's what the bass is for. It's the foundation of the song in a lot of ways. But I think we can do better, and how I like to do it better is create an exact carbon copy of that track, which I've done right here. You can see it right here. Same exact recording. I didn't have to do a second take or anything like that. But on this second take, which I've called saturated bass, you'll see I've added 2 bits of processing, which are stock in pretty much any DAW that you're going to use. I have a basic EQ, which is sort of in the form of a high shelf, high pass filter, where I'm cutting out the low ends, which is, you know, seems counterintuitive with bass. You want that low end around the 100 hertz area. That's where the bass lives. But in this case, there's a lot of color up here at the top, and I want to preserve that, but without affecting my original tone, and that's why we have the carbon copy. And then, to make it stand out a little bit more, make it a little grittier, a little dirtier, I've added a saturator with some overdrive on it, just to make it a little more buzzy, and you can hear how it sounds on its own right here. So you would never use that on your own. On its own, I should say. But when we combine it with the initial bass track that I have, and again, there's no extra processing going on here. It's just the 2 tracks working together. Let's listen to them together. And then take away that saturated bass. Hear that, just that kind of, you can really feel the strings when we have the second track, and we've processed it in this way, with the emphasis on the high end and more of the overdrive, the just kind of the metallic kind of sound of that bass is coming through right here. Now, obviously, this mix here, I would mix this to taste. Like right now, they're set at the same level. We just want this to be a subtle addition to the initial bass track. See? Works a lot better when you drop it down. Just get a little bit more color in that original bass tone, and just like that, you have a more interesting sounding bass without giving anything up of the original recorded bass. So, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Give it a shot in your next mix, and please subscribe if you haven't. We do these videos every week, and yeah, I would appreciate it to have you along every week. And yeah, once again, I am Tony with MusicGuyOnline.com. You're great for watching this. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.